Hey. So, it's just the library calling anyways. Computer voice. Anyway, so now... Sound like a smoke alarm. Went off right away. Anyway, get this so I can see. The hell? Everything's upside down. That's strange. Anyways, about this stage on this here is where you'd want to knock off all the loose bits, because when you goop it, put your coating on it, you can't, once it's coated with stuff, you can't really tell if there's light little pieces in here, like little bits here where it's only, paper thin, and it's going to bust on you, eh? So be callous at this point. I'm using an old sanding drywall sponge, and make sure you've got all the loose pieces knocked off, eh? Anywhere that it's, and just be, like I said, be callous. Because now is the time you want to find out where it's going to break or where it's loose and weak and stuff like that, So, check things and make sure that, here. Anyways, go over it really good because we'll want to put a coat of gooping on it here now before you guy does too much more detailing on it anyways. Okay. That way, because it's, some of this stuff, like, you just don't want it all coated with, goop. You want to be able to paint it so that it looks, Now, I suppose the guy could have stuck it on after, all right, but, if necessary, we'll just bust it off and stick it on after, but that's kind of put, you just kind of build as you go, Some of this stuff is never finished, Like, man, you could just keep right on detailing for freaking ever. That's why, when you get into selling this stuff, if you ever do, and people are asking you how much, well, man, that depends. Depends how much stuff do you want added to it. Do you want just kind of a base hill, or do you want it all finished, or do you want it exceptionally done, like, and then you got to figure out how many hours, the guy's going to put into it. Anyways, I tell you, selling this stuff really takes the fun out of it. Yeah, it really takes the fun out of doing artwork. Same thing when I used to paint pictures, I used to do paintings, and I had, it was getting to the point where I was actually getting commissions, and I don't think I've painted since, really, and it's something that you got to do all the time, otherwise you really lose practice, practice. You got to practice all the time in order to be able to do stuff really good, so anyways, like I said, sometimes, it's more fun just to do it than it is to do it on demand. It's like computer stuff. Well, I like junk collecting, like obviously, hey, I'm a pretty junk collector, right? Okay, so I got a bunch of old busted computers. They're not busted, they are now, because I've kind of fiddled with them. But good parts on them still, right? So I've got them sitting on a shelf out in the garage there, and the lady was having problems hooking up to the internet at, her new place, say, that she was at. So took me a couple minutes on the phone to realize that, well, heck, she didn't have a NIC card in her computer, you know, so she was trying to use her modem line plugging into a hub, ain't gonna work, you know. So anyways, I took one of the NICs out of this old computer out here and took it up there and put it in, you know, and she's got Windows XP, so there was no drivers needed. It just, you know, does everything for you, right? You know, shut it off, turn it back on, and there you go, the NIC's registered, you know. So hooked her up. There was no, you know, ID weird numbers that you had to deal in instantly onto the net. Away you go, you know. Cost me really nothing other than driving up there. So, well, how much do I pay you? I don't know, give me $10 for the NIC card. You know, so I got 20. I ended up getting, man, it was a good deal. Thanks, ladies, if you ever watch my vids. But yeah, it was a good deal. Ended up making like $70 that day. Got a couple hugs and excellent. Good day all around. A bottle of wine too. Really nice organic Chilean wine. I think I might even finish that this afternoon. Guess I'm just kind of filling tape here. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with flat roofing yet. I really like the idea of a green roof. Plus it's something I could probably do myself. These guys over here are doing roofs and they're doing what I have to do, rip off the whole thing and put in new. Of course they've got like, you know, 6 guys over there doing it, right? You know, it's like me and my cat. And the cats are no flippin' help.